that you never had, or really never knew, because I think you need some guidance. Time to man up. Time to grow up. That speech last night was an embarrassment. You couldn't focus. You lashed out in all directions. You refused to accept responsibility for your own actions, and you were angry. And you were sarcastic. Being president is a big job, a big responsibility. You wanted the position. You campaigned for it. You told the public to trust you with it, and they elected you. Well, you're now president of the greatest country mankind has ever known, and yet you act like this was all coming to you. That you are the Messiah, that you are better than the people you're supposed to serve, and that you have no tolerance for debate or dissent. Well, that's not the way it works as President Barack. We have a constitution. We have checks and balances. We have separation of powers. We have states. Most of all, we have the people. You do not get to impose your programs and policies on the nation and the people without their consent. This is a representative republic, Barack. It is not a banana republic. And let me remind you, Karl Marx and Saul Alinsky are not our founding fathers. This is a nation built on individuality, liberty, free markets, and faith. Yet you demand fidelity to a different belief system, a system that crushes individual initiative and free will. And we see it every day. A president does not berate Supreme Court justices who are guests of the Congress and who have no ability to respond to your attacks. The thuggish intimidation is the kind of thing dictators do, Barack. I mean, you've made a mess of things. It's time to stop deluding yourself and it's time to stop blaming others. It's time for you once in your life to assume the responsibilities of the office that you sought and have, President of the United States, rather than pretending to be one. You have driven the nation's debt over the edge. It is your responsibility to fix it now. Otherwise, our young people will have no future. You were wrong to grant terrorists constitutional rights. You are endangering the security of this nation. Now fix it, reverse course, and send the terrorists, all of them, back to Guantanamo Bay where they belong. You were wrong to nationalize one industry after another, from cars to banks. You are destroying competition and jobs. You need to stop what you are doing before millions of more families go broke from your misguided policies. It's not too late for you. Let me remind you, Barack, George W. Bush is no longer president. You voted for every spending bill you saw as a senator. And you know that George W. Bush proposed all that spending trying to be bipartisan, trying to get along with people like you. And you see where it got him. All you can do is berate George Bush, who is long gone. And you are every bit as culpable for all of that out-of-control, deranged spending that you talk about, because you voted for all of it. Your constant character assassinations of your predecessor reflects badly on your own character. You're not only dishonest in your attacks on Bush, but you come across as a whining, insecure, immature lightweight. Cut it out. Stand on your own 2 feet. Defend your own decisions, or change them. Am I right when I suspect that you're in a bad mood because for the first time in your life, there's nobody around to paper over your failures? There's nobody around to give you an A when you got a C or a D. There's nobody to rewrite a pathetic law review article and make it look like your own? You know, Barack, unlike most presidents, you're dealing with a Congress that has supermajorities in both houses of fellow Democrats. It amazes me that with all the talk about your ability to persuade and communicate, that you can't even hold your own party members together anymore. Is this Bush's fault too? Is it the fault of the banks, the insurance companies, and lobbyists, or is it a problem with your leadership, Barack, or lack of it? It's the latter, Mr. President. You are doing something wrong. The people in Virginia don't like it. The people in New Jersey don't like it. The people in Massachusetts don't like it. Members of your own governing majority don't like it. This calls for some self-reflection, some circumspection. Has it occurred to you, Barack, even once, that you're not as cool as you think you are? Has it occurred to you that you are screwing up? Has it occurred to you that you have a great deal to learn and you need to take your own measure? I have a little concern, Barack. There may be a psychological issue at play here. I don't say this to demean you. I say it because I'm concerned. Tom Daschle said he was concerned all the time. I like the word "I'm concerned." You seem to have a whole lot of enemies in your own mind. A partial list of your enemies would include Fox News, insurance companies, banks, oil companies, the special interests, the Supreme Court, Republicans, talk show hosts, executives, CEOs, anybody or business that earns over $250,000 a year, mortgage companies, credit card companies. The list of your enemies goes on and on and on. These people are not your enemies, Barack. They are Americans. They are part of this country. They help make the nation work. You have not one tie to the greatness of this country, not one thing you have done to make this country greater. You have contributed nothing to what this country is. You are subtracting from it. You are inflicting harm. You are bullying the people who make this country work. Your policies are causing the people who make this country work to not have jobs, so they can't help make the country work. And like a bully, you go around threatening them. You threaten anybody who doesn't agree with you. You intimidate them. I don't want an attitude of if he loses, I win. You don't want an attitude? You don't get to say who has an attitude. You threaten anybody. You intimidate them. You smear them. This is not what presidents do. You are supposed to lead not by threatening people, but by encouraging them, embracing them, thanking them, inspiring them. But most of all, Barack, you don't seem to appreciate the magnificence of this nation. You seem to think it needs to be torn down so you can rebuild it. But you were elected to be president, not some kind of dictator. You have to operate within the confines of the Constitution no matter how much you don't like it. You are not bigger than the law. You are not bigger than the people. You are not our servant, and we are not, you are our servant, we are not yours. Anyway, I'm not sure this lecture will do you much good, particularly given the spectacle of your speech last night is so obvious. You are so full of yourself. The personal pronoun I 96 times in 70 minutes. But I would hope that this talk would do you some good. It's time that people stopped covering for you and papering over your failures, such as you are free to smash mouth whoever you want, the Supreme Court, for example. Or it doesn't matter. Fox, you can smash mouth whoever you want, but if somebody even mouths a silent response, as Justice Alito did, that someone becomes the subject of the media attacks and your White House attacks. This is not how presidents of all the people govern, Barack.